How did you find out someone close to you was lying? My husband is the most supportive man I have ever known, or at least that is what he spent 10 years convincing me. We had this great life in a quiet suburb and we were planning for a retirement that looked like a postcard. But then I started forgetting things. Small things at first. My car keys would be in the freezer. I would forget a doctor's appointment or leave the stove on. Mark was always there to catch me. He would sigh, kiss my forehead, and tell me it was okay. He told me it looked like early onset dementia. I was terrified. I spent 3 years believing my brain was rotting away. Mark took over everything. He handled the bank accounts, the bills, the taxes. He said it was for my own safety so I would not accidentally send our life savings to a scammer. I felt like a burden and I hated myself for it. The weird part was that Mark started traveling more for work. He would go to a city 3 hours away for 3 days at a time. He was always exhausted when he came back, smelling like a laundry detergent I had never bought. I just figured he was working hard to support my failing mind. Then about 6 months ago, I had a weird realization. I found my keys in the freezer again. But as I pulled them out, I noticed they were frozen inside a small block of ice. That is not how keys just end up in a freezer. Someone put them there. I did not tell him. I just started pretending to be more confused than I actually was. I played the part of the fading wife perfectly. I would forget his name, leave the front door wide open, and wander around the house. Mark loved it. He became arrogant. He stopped hiding his phone and started talking on it in the living room, thinking I could not follow the conversation. I needed proof, so I used his own laziness against him. Mark always used the same password for everything because he thought I was too mentally gone to even remember what a password was. I waited until he was in the shower, and I used his laptop to log into our joint retirement account. My heart was hammering against my ribs so hard I thought I would pass out. I saw the balance. It was empty, not just low, empty. Over the last 7 years, he had moved exactly $214,000 into a private account I had never heard of. I did not stop there. I spent 3 weeks tracking the transfers. I found a lease for a small condo in the city he visited every week. He had a whole second life, a different apartment, a different set of furniture, and apparently a different girlfriend. I felt sick, but I did not cry. I just got cold. I spent the next month talking to a lawyer in secret. I found out Mark had been forging my signature on several documents to move the money. Since he had documented my dementia in emails and texts to our family to get their sympathy, he had actually created a paper trail of his own fraud. He had spent years telling everyone I was incompetent, but that evidence actually proved he was stealing from a vulnerable person. The day I served him the papers, I had already moved every cent left in his personal accounts into a trust for myself. I used a legal loophole involving the forged signatures to freeze his assets. Mark did not even fight it. He just stared at me, his face turning a weird shade of gray. He tried to tell me he did it for us, but I just walked out of the room. A month later, I saw him. He was sitting in a fluorescent-lit laundromat, clutching a single plastic bag of clothes. He looked small and bewildered, staring at a voided bank card in his hand. I just kept driving.